never benched for 2 games. Above, you fans need to stop comparing Martinez to Van Dijk and other great defenders. At least allow him to prove himself, says Eaton. I've not heard anybody compare Martinez to Van Dijk again. It's this idiot mentality that apparently United fans have said we're back when we haven't. I think Man United fans, including myself, have said we've been very encouraged by the organisation and charisma of the 4-game winning run in the Premier League, but this was always going to be a big test and we failed it. And Manchester United fans in general were always very nervous of consistency issues, and we have struggled for consistency again, and it's 5-1. Haaland hat-trick. Overlap. No. Into De Bruyne. Back to that. Oh, it's terrible. It's just so easy. It's just so easy for Man City here. De Bruyne. I cannot get my head around it. I really can't. It's just absolutely embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. I don't even know where to start anymore. I don't know what to say anymore. What can you say? They're looking at VAR. They don't deserve to have it chalked off. Just the mentality is just completely wrong, isn't it? I'm out of it. The midfield's just been a joke. I think Christian Eriksen, I wouldn't even give him a 3. He'll probably get a 6 in the player ratings from you lot, because it'll be a sympathy vote because he's played so well and he's player of the month. I wouldn't give Christian Eriksen a 3. You think back to games last season when people were going in on Fred and McTominay and Maguire. I really hope there's some consistency today, because it's about individual player performance on the day. Doesn't matter whether you've won player of the month. Like, look at this. This Poznan thing that they're doing. They love it, don't they? Absolutely love it. But I think what's that from Bruno as well? I think Eriksen's been a shambles. Shambles. McTominay's been a shambles. Bruno's been a shambles. Sancho's been a shambles. I mean, Anthony's been a shambles. I know he scored a good goal, but that's got to be the shittest. I know Man City have got every right to be very happy, but I've always felt that the Poznan is the shittest celebration in the world. And yeah, I'm salty. You could put me on your chips, but I think it's a shit celebration. Really do. People putting their arms around each other and turning the other way to jump up and down. You got to really try and assess your life a little bit. Has Casemiro even touched the ball yet, says Joe. What's needed, Mark? What and who to turn to, says Dan. Ashton. I'm so lost for words, because I didn't really expect it. I didn't think we were capable of this type of a performance, and we're just not good enough. Just not good enough. I don't understand why no one is making Haaland when he's such an obvious target for the final ball, says Salim. What's needed, Mark, says Deanne. Nothing excuses this. 5-1 is unforgivable. Midfield needs to be looked at, says Alfie Smith. Games are won and lost in the midfield, and yet again we've got a midfield that's just not up to it. That Eriksen and McTominay too got absolutely exposed today. You know, can Eriksen actually play in a midfield too? Is he quick and physical enough? You've got to look at that now, because today he's been run all over like a rabbit in the headlights. And McTominay, we know about his weaknesses, we know what he can do, we know what he can't do. But Eriksen has been a disgrace today in a footballing performance, just the same as he was at Brentford. I don't know whether Pep watched that game and thought we can get at Eriksen, because I mean, they haven't even got Rodri playing as well. They're missing their, you know, one of their better players. Here's Anthony. Doesn't get the free kick. Maybe gets them spending in January. No, Chris, that won't get them spending in January. City started inflating the market, so of course over time they spend is less than ours, but their recruitment has been much better anyway, says Vag. I wonder how everyone will pin this on Maguire, says Mohammed. Oh, great, Mohammed. Brilliant point. Absolutely superb. Why are you talking about Harry Maguire? Are you the founding member of the fucking irrelevant fan club? What's Maguire got to do with this? No one's talked about Maguire. No one's blaming Maguire. No one's talking about Maguire apart from the English press. What are you talking about? Nobody's mentioned him. Grow up. I'm fed up of people trying to find excuses for the fact that that team is a bloody embarrassment today. And running through the club, it's an embarrassment. Sancho for Fred. I mean, Sancho's going to get pelters again, isn't he? I think we're just fed up of being here. Fed up of being in this situation. It's the inconsistency that kills, and it's the hope that kills. Like, no United fan in their wildest dreams would have predicted we'd get turned over 5-1 and play this badly. Erik ten Hag's after-match press conference, well, reaction is going to be very interesting as well, because he's been stuffed twice now, and he's only managed... How many games have we had in the Premier League? Ronaldo just sat there looking sad. 7 games, 8 games now. So he's been smashed twice in 8 games. Still 20 minutes to go here. Let's have a look at the Premier League. Even though I've actually got one I could put on the screen. Just can't be asked. So we will have played... is that as it stands? Oh no, we've only played 7 games. Played 7 games. Won 4, lost 3. Smashed twice. He's offside, Foden there. No, he's giving it. He's giving it. It's 6-1. I thought he was offside. 6-1. Looked offside to me. VAR may help us. Does it really matter? He looked miles offside, to be honest. But, I mean, how are we ending up in a 3v3 situation? And why is Eriksen still on the pitch? Oh, he's miles on. Miles on. Absolutely miles on. It is 6-1. God. Let it end. Please let it end. 6-1. I hate Man City. I absolutely hate Man City. Why are we checking for an offside? It's not offside. Ball's not going to be out of play either. Just give them the goal and get it over with. Just get it on with it. Get on with it. I can't stand Man City. I can't. And I know Man City fans are going to revel in this, but I cannot stand Manchester City. I mean, they're just a cheat code club. And we're terrible. I've got to take the medicine. We're terrible. But there's nothing credible about Manchester City. There's nothing credible.